Hello everyone, I am BowserJrXD, and welcome to the Worldwide Express 250 at Richmond Raceway, race 18 of 23 of the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series in 2022. The second race of the Truck Series playoffs, just 2 weeks after IRP. Right now, Crafton and Eckes are the two drivers on the bubble outside of the top 8. Enfinger won last week to lock himself in. Now battling on the 3/4 mile D-shaped oval. 250 laps. Who's going to win? And we're not waiting for the starting lineup or for command. We have a driver change. Thank everyone who's joining for today. I know I said I wasn't going to stream, but I got I lost my train of thought for a moment. One of my friends is actually at Richmond. Don't even check an asshole for just wiping out Taylor Gray. Anyway, we're still waiting for driver shows. Looks like Nemechek has a new sponsor in Safeway. All right, are we ready to do this fire off? Here we go. Hello, Elmo. Yeah, I know you changed your username. All right, here we go. All right. Engines have been fired. Are going to get fired. Now, where's the remote? I need to up the volume a bit. Where did I put that remote? A little low. No, that's not it either. Come on. Wait, come on. Where did I put it? Great. Yeah, this is me. losing stuff because I'm an idiot. I found it. There we go. Anyway, now that they fired it up, time for me to read off the starting lineup. Starting 36. First off, DNQs. The 5 of Tyler Hill. The 46 of Brendan Poole. The 90 of Justin Carroll. The 14 of Trey Hutchins. The 96 of Mason Maggio. There's an asterisk on that. And the 6 of Norm Benning. Starting actually in reverse order of speed. Actually, no, that was the fastest non-qualifier to the slowest non-qualifier. Starting 36. Driving the number 56, Unit Storage Toyota. For Hill Motorsports, Timmy Hill. Starting 35th, driving number 43, Motorsports Safety Group Toyota. For Reum Brothers Racing, Josh Reum. Although he has switched his... So he has volunteered to step out of the truck and is being replaced by Mason Maggio. Starting 34th, driving the number 33, Impact Logistics Chevrolet. For Reum Brothers Racing, Nick Lights. Starting 33rd, driving the number 44, JDI Farm Chevrolet. For Nice Motorsports, Chad Chastain. Chris Wright is no longer with the team. Starting 32nd, driving the number 12, WMIDemo.com Chevrolet. Or WMJ, I can't read because the spots got all cut off. For Young's Motorsports, Spencer Boyd. Starting 31st, driving the number 32, Golden Eagle Syrup Chevrolet. For Brett Holmes Racing, Brett Holmes. Starting 30th, driving the number 20, Donate Life Chevrolet. For Young's Motorsports, Joey Gase. Starting 29th, driving the number 40, Worldwide Express Chevrolet. For Nice Motorsports, Dean Thompson. Starting 28th, driving the number 7, Circle Chevrolet. For Spire Motorsports, Raja Karuth. Starting 27th, driving the number 45, Auto Charge It Chevrolet. For Nice Motorsports, Lawless Allen. Starting 26. Yes. You gotta be kidding me. I just started streaming. Hold on, I'll set it up later. And give me a minute. Give me like 5 minutes.
No. It's only 15 minutes.
Oh,
Hi, Josh.
I don't have it set up.
What is this?
Forget. It's my dessert.
Oh, what is it?
And my cousins have invaded the stream. How wonderful.
You're talking now.
And this cousin and sister.
Hi.
Yes, that is my
Hello.
cousin.
See me?
Yes, they can see you. Well,
They can see
so
me?
much for reading off the starting lineup.
Who is it?
YouTube world.
Hello.
Yes. They want.
Hi, YouTubers. Hey, Max, we get on YouTube. Can you please play Mario Kart?
Not on this television.
Well, can we set it up?
Oh yeah. Well.
She has to leave. Wait, Joe, I really want to know what this is.
Don't touch it, please. I will kill you.
Stop touching it. Stop touching it. Oh. Is it gonna be like, oh my god, she touched it? He's gonna like delete this. We don't want to get my phone. Why is the lighting so weird? And it's like switch sides. I know, it's kind of confusing. It makes me look like retarded.
Hey
You're
guys.
on YouTube. Drew, leave this in if you see this.
Yeah, don't delete this.
I'm a back.
Drew, can you leave this in? Can
What?
we be, I want to be featured.
Sure. I'm streaming. It's not gonna.
Oh.
Oh, that's kind of awkward then.
Do you have viewers?
Yes, I have you.
How do you see how many people are on?
And race is about to start. I'm sorry.
How do we see how many people are watching?
By going to my YouTube channel.
Can we
Oh,
see?
you can't tell from here?
Look, I'm gonna do this fast.
Hey guys, I'm Katie.
Don't tell me you're
This is Lily.
sorry for it. Feel sorry for yourself.
Just can't stop saying
Do
Olivia
not,
Rodrigo.
please don't sing. I don't need my viewership to be deafened.
Your viewers
Yeah,
are get. What if you get more viewers because of me?
Look, okay.
Yeah,
look.
maybe they like her
My
singing.
name is
I've
Lily.
set it up kind of over here.
Guess what grade I'm in?
You're not gonna play with us?
I'm
Can
streaming.
I guess what grade I'm in right now?
Anyway, please back away. Now I'm back.
I'm gonna keep
I'm back.
He's back. Everyone wants to see him.
You can play over there.
Don't
play
tell
with
me.
you.
We want to play Mario Kart.
On TV? Like most people play, please.
I don't even know where the thing
Please.
is set up. I disconnected everything.
Please.
Oh, God. Well, slight delay. I might miss the first. So
Please, Joe.
I don't know how many laps I'm gonna miss. I can't even find my. Where did it go? Yeah, I don't know where the.
I'll put fully on YouTube right now, like crying.
Please just go, please. Look, I can't. I don't have enough working controllers.
Like we can't play.
Lord. Can't look. I don't have enough working controllers for 3
Drew,
players.
just let us play.
I don't have. Yeah, I have it over there.
No.
Drew, we did it with 3 players when Gab was here.
I don't have it. I don't even remember how. Did we? Oh, we did.
We did.
Okay. Go away! Go away! Please! Oh, great. I can't believe I got bullied. Remind me to knock him out later. Don't do that, Norm. Shut that off, please. Please. Okay, go away, please. Yeah, underage drinking, because that's always fun.
Drinking water.
You got a Truly!
Just because you pushed me.
Go away, please. I'm really annoyed.
Stupid.
Go away, please. Look, I set it up over there for 2. You'll have to just get the chairs and sit. Oh, God.
It's free. It's on this.
That was annoying. Well, I had it right there.
We're also going to ride with last year's winner, John Hunter Nemechek. He's going to be carrying the Safeway Toyota. He's going to be starting from the 7th spot. He's got that visor cam that
I do mean, I don't want to be bothered. This is my thing.
Sure, I don't do anything stupid tonight. Oh, I assume that was the game plan going in every weekend. I'm sorry. I'll just bring my A game tonight then. It is a game plan every week, but sometimes, I just don't listen. So I'll listen tonight for you.
Well, it's kind of similar to what we talked about. I mean, you feel a little more intensity with the playoff races. Sometimes it makes you do things you think afterwards. Why did I do that?
Exactly, and in short tracks, just lend itself to a little bit more bumping and stuff. You're not going to knock anyone.
I have it right there to play.
Dude, don't play dance.
Look, now, please leave me alone now. I don't need this. Go away. No, it's not. Go. Stop. Please. I'm surrounded by buffoons. There are 8 new tracks for you to play on. You can just turn it on. And, oh my God. What?
I'm sorry, I don't know what to do.
2021 and both of
Do we
those
need
drivers,
to
by the way, were driving for
Anyway, the pace car is off.
2 wins in a row. We're about to find out.
I'm sorry for all the interruptions. Here we go. We're green at Richmond. 250 laps around the 3/4 mile D-shaped oval. Ty Majeski and Chandler Smith leading the field as they go into 1 and 2. Off of 1. Off of 2. Chandler Smith's got that higher line. He is my pick for winning tonight. Majeski looks like he's almost going to slide up. He's trying to push back on the inside.
This is as good as it's going to be right now. Once they get a few laps in these tires, they're going to be slipping and sliding.
Majeski still, oh man, almost pulling ahead off of 2. Not completely clear. Lane Riggs trying to pull the victory. Second start, and he is right behind the leaders. He started, actually no, that's Stuart Friesen. But Hallmark Friesen running for 3rd and 4th.
about a strong move by Friesen to grab that second spot. He said, I hate second place, Phil. The last 2 nights in his dirt car up in Delaware, he finished second. He said, it is not going to be second tonight, Mike.
Matt Kraft and Carson Osevar, the battle for 12th.
That's a 12. How do you like Crafton's chances? I think an experienced veteran has a bit of an advantage here at Richmond. He knows how to take care of those tires. He knows what's coming when the tire give up and how slippery it is. And a couple years ago, he finished second in a 1-2-3 Thor Sport finish.
Just one top 5 for Crafton this season, but he just continues to just manage and make his way, advance, and get a solid result, even though a lot of times he runs deeper in the field.
The drivers.
Top 10 for Crafton.
And he's never missed the playoffs either, Vince.
And remember in 1981
Oh, I didn't realize one of my friends was in Discord chat. How much of that did you hear?
doesn't always have to take it to victory lane to be successful.
Quite a bit.
Yeah, that's what happens when you have a when you're doing this on a family barbecue night.
What happened?
They heard you.
What did they say?
I don't. I'll leave the judgment. I'll leave him to make the judgment.
What did they say?
Downstairs prior to the green flag.
What do you? What?
Can I hear the judgment? I don't know what your name is.
It's Aaron.
Aaron?
What
did he say?
I'm waiting. See what he says.
He's too scared to offend me.
Provides results for the 88 tonight.
See Crafton stopping Matt DiBenedetto and the Rackley Roofing.
They're thick-skinned. They can take it.
Back next year. Not a playoff contender this year.
Honestly, I don't even really think that matters to me right now.
Fair enough. It is race time.
Okay, you're rude.
Really strong at IRP.
Wow.
Still surprised to see that while Ty Majeski is leading, Lane Riggs is still in 4th.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
don't know what he said.
How am I be seeing him with him?
Oh,
I am
almost.
using Discord. Sorry, just interrupt chat.
What did he say?
He's choosing not to engage in it, which is probably the smartest thing to do.
Because he's realizing.
Fair enough. Also, DiBenedetto is 11th.
Yeah.
And
Chase Purdy at 9th.
the two Attori trucks are 9th and 10th.
All right, yeah. Purdy doing the better. I'm not necessarily sure if I'm shocked. The two were actually running close to each other in points. I think.
I think the lowest running playoff truck is Ben Rhodes in 16.
Yes.
Hey, what's that?
If you're going by owner points, it would be the 17. Because I know when you look at the owners championship, the 23 and the 88 are not in it. What the 51 and the 17 are.
Oh.
Yep.
I'm also surprised to see Caden Honeycutt in 18.
He qualified the car P21st, which is the best all season for that car. Meaning he's already doing better than Tate Fogelman ever did to qualify it. So,
Which is rather surprising, and if anything, that shows you that guy is probably a lot better than we think he is.
and right before this, all of his rides were glory to God, right?
Yeah, G2G Racing is an absolute disgrace.
If they somehow get approved for the TP USA scheme for Talladega, I swear to God, I mean they wouldn't, right? They couldn't.
I don't really think they will.
No.
If they're smart, they won't approve that.
If they're consistent.
Yeah. Well, Chandler Smith just got around Friesen for second.
Indeed.
Enfinger still in 6th, already advanced to the next round.
Yeah, that security's got to be good, considering obviously he basically had to win or just do super well to avoid being on the bubble. Yeah, and then now we're under commercial. Woo.
And honestly, that win by Enfinger at IRP really threw the playoff picture for a loop. And that honestly makes me think that when the Xfinity Series playoffs begin, what if Daniel Hemrick were to do the same thing?
I sincerely doubt it. I think Hemrick was destined to win one. It was like Jerry Nate, who was destined to win the one race where it really mattered, and then he's never going to win again. I mean...
Again, let's just wait and see if he makes it to the championship 4 and basically goes 2 for 2 with wins and championships.
Really
Again,
stupid,
you
though.
never know what could happen. Like, you just never know.
I know. And that's something I don't like. I don't like it when a victory is cheesed. Even though Elliott won the championship, I was like, it probably should have been Harvick. Elliott still won the championship. I'm very happy, but it probably should have been Kevin Harvick. Well, maybe Elliott will get it paid back if he doesn't win the championship this year. So then I'll be.
But then let's watch Chastain go and try and steal the show away from that.
No. Chastain, if either Hamlin, I think Hamlin will wreck him out before that happens. Kenseth style.
Again,
Hamlin just doesn't care.
Remember that theory that was put out that every single driver that Hamlin has gotten into an altercation with have all gone on to win championships.
Logano.
That being like Logano, Keselowski, and Elliott. So again, Chastain could probably be next.
I mean, Chastain, he's a legitimate contender at this point, so that would. But you never know. Well, are you excited for Watkins Glen next week like I am?
I'll admit it's going to be interesting. I mean, I'm hoping that Buescher can at least get like a top 5 or something out of that.
I think
maybe a top 10 at best.
The driver I'm going to be watching, I think everybody will, is going to be Kimi Räikkönen because I think he's going to.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I definitely wonder how he's going to do. It's going to take a lot of work. I mean, he's already done the testing at Virginia International Raceway, but it's definitely going to come down. When it comes down to crunch time, it's really going to be a true test of what his guy's capable of.
I mean, he's got a Trackhouse car, which it's got great
to be fair, that's definitely a lot better than that car he drove in the Xfinity Series over a decade ago.
I believe that was a KBM or Joe Gibbs Racing prepped Nemco car. But now we're on it.
Yeah, I think.
As in,
yeah.
So. I mean,
I mean, granted, I feel like I would look forward to the Xfinity Series race to see if someone like Alex LeBay could pull off an upset.
I feel like every time we're hoping for that, it just doesn't happen. Oh. The last time we had a real upset, besides the Dega race we shall not talk about, or actually both Dega races last year, was Clements. And that was just a miracle, I think. It just doesn't happen anymore. As much as it should. Anyway, we are back. We're looking at Nemechek, who's right behind Stewart, Friesen. The top 4 have kind of pulled away from the cars behind them. Anyway, I need to snap back to the leaderboard. Alright, so looking at the... Ben Rhodes is the lowest of the playoff drivers right now, running in 17th. Owners points-wise, then it goes to Taylor Gray in 22nd, and that's 17. Alrighty. Crafton making them pass on Tyler Ankrum. That would be for a top 10. And right ahead of him is Chase Purdy, and that's 61. And I think the announcer said it was a good season for Chase Purdy. I mean, after last year with driving for GMS, does it get in? I mean, there's nowhere to go but up. So. Someone thought you were Owen Wilson in my chat, in my YouTube chat. They thought you were Owen Wilson.
What?
Yeah, I'm just reading what I see.
That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, well, I get voices wrong a lot too, so. Alright, good battle for third we got here.
Yeah, Nemechek trying to go around Friesen for third.
As long as he doesn't wreck him. Like, Nemechek lost so much respect from me. I think we can all agree. None of us like Taylor Gray, but we don't like the fact he got wrecked like that.
Yeah, that was uncalled for.
Speaking of Taylor Gray, he's now made it into the top 20. So all owners' points, cars, or trucks in the top 10. And Crafton just made the pass on Chase Purdy. Tyler Ankrum is right behind. Nice.
Whoa. Some slight contact between Ankrum and Crafton.
Yeah, they're all clear now. So then the next car for truck for Crafton is Eckes, 1.3 seconds ahead.
See that Hocevar is back in 12th.
Drops off just like we talked about. Got in behind last race winner. Van Infinger. And this is another impressive start.
All right. See, I gotta fill in some stuff for my fantasy team. My pick. Who is your pick to win? Mine's Chandler Smith.
Mine was Ty Majeski.
That was my friend Cord pick. My friend Cord. He also picked Majeski. One of my friends just picked Lane Riggs.
That would certainly be a dark horse. I mean, still right now he's in 6th.
Yeah. Chase picked he picked Hocevar. All right, now we're back to commercial. Already, 6 cars are a lap down. Mason Maggio in the 43, Nick Lights in the 33 for the 2 Williams Brothers Racing trucks. Then Chad Chastain, great. He's already matching Chris Wright in performance. Smart move. Spencer Boyd, Joey Gase, and Dean Thompson all lap down. Okay.
Obviously, Nice Motorsports is going to have to completely revamp their driver lineup for next year.
Or let her downsize. It's like they've been running 4 cars for a truck for how long, and the only driver who's won for them is Ross Chastain, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, Chastain's the only one who's won.
Pathetic.
Even though Hocevar's been close.
Yeah.
Let's not deny that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I won't deny that at all. But all the times the other drivers are crap. Kaz Gralla goes a lap down. Jack Wood goes a lap down. Timmy Hill goes a lap down. Oh. Jack Wood, man. Complete waste.
I mean, again, still... granted, I think, again, granted, even though Hocevar is definitely still good, the other driver who's also been really good that hasn't won yet is easily Majeski.
Yeah, that's true. And Eckes, he was close in Vegas, right? I think it was.
And also, it just goes to show you that it kind of feels like a stab in the back for Nice because they let him go just shortly before the truck race at Richmond in 2020.
Yeah, wasn't it before Bristol?
Actually, no, I think it was before Richmond.
Yeah, I can't remember. All I remember is that Trevor Bayne was in his ride and almost won Talladega. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. I think he also did well in the Bristol race, too.
But he got disqualified.
Oh, shit.
He finished 5th, then he got disqualified.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot that.
Yeah. I don't care about football, Fox. I just want to watch trucks. A T-shaped oval.
Neither do I.
Exactly. That's something why does the 66 slant forward? All the other...
I'm not sure.
It's slanted backwards.
I don't understand. And they also have the little things underneath the hooks above on the number. That's definitely different from the way the other numbers look.
Wallace Allen goes a lap down. Brett Holmes goes a lap down. We still have about half the stage to go. A little less than that. Raja Karuth would be the next truck to get lapped.
Oh, yeah.
Majeski, man. He wants that win.
Yeah, he's definitely not going to give up on that.
No. Taylor Gray is moving up to 17th position. Still the lowest running playoff truck for owners. Here comes Majeski now on the underside of 27th place Raja Caruth. Wait. 25th place Raja Caruth, excuse me. Wow. And there he goes. Caruth, 1/3 of the field already a lap down with just 41 laps into this 250 lap feature. And I'm guessing he could probably lap, on this pace, he might lap up to 15th, possibly faster. He's been so good. Ahead of him next is 24th place Colby Howard. And actually, he's got 3 trucks all lined up. Colby Howard, Haley Deegan, Blaine Perkins, all running up there. Colby Howard in 24th just goes a lap down. Man, it's like sometimes I like it when trucks start getting lapped on a short track. It really makes me appreciate just the skill of the driver, the pace, weaving in and out, being able to the speed, the skill. I don't know about you. But
Too bad that most fans call that boring.
Short track lapping is not boring.
Well, to be fair, Jeff Bodine definitely proved that at North Wilkesboro in 1994.
Yes. And Jack Sprague almost won a race by lapping the field in Pikes Peak in 1999. Then a caution came out.
Wow.
A couple cars jumped him. We got ahead of him. There was another caution setting up a green-white checkered. And then he lost to Mike Wallace in less than like 0.2 of a second.
Oh, boy.
You go from lapping the field in 99 to getting screwed over because a series of cautions came out. Anyway. Yeah. Okay, I can't actually never. Forgot the anyway. I was trying to see if any more trucks are going to get lapped, but they haven't focused back on the leader. All right. Crafton is caught up to Eckes. He's only about 0.3 behind him. And from that note, Zane Smith has split the Hattori cars trucks with Ankrum at 9th, Zane Smith 10th, Purdy 11th. All right. Colby Howard has lost several spots. Or no, Jake Garcia has lost some spots. He's back to 24th. So up to 22nd, 14 trucks have been lapped. So 22 trucks on the lead lap. Taylor Gray still battling Ben Rhodes. The truck just sponsored by Ford. Always been weird for me, like DJR so much sponsored from Ford, yet the obvious best Ford team has been front row. Not I digress. Deegan goes a lap down. So up next would be Blaine Perkins.
Well, Taylor Gray talked about just how frustrating it was at IRP to be turned when he had the lead. He says it's always something that seems to get in his way, but this just stuck differently with.
All right, I'm getting all my info from the raw feed, by the way. Well, I'm like, I'll figure that out about getting people in adding more people to the VC. I do my VC in the NASCAR anime Discord because that's where my closest friends are. So I'd get approval from people because I just want to be careful. All right.
Yeah, I don't want to bring the wrong people into this server. Exactly. I made that mistake once.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that again.
We don't talk. It's like we don't talk about the people who we've found are horrendous people. Like Harrison's partner. Yikes. I mean, they didn't join, but it's them with bad people. Anyway, Blaine Perkins goes a lap down. Next would be Caden Honeycutt in 20th. Oh, Taylor Gray almost sliding up into Ben Rhodes. The fierce battle for 16th rages onward. That's going to hold them up. They've lost a second to the leader in about 3 laps. at that rate, both of them will be lapped before 10 to go. No, actually, they'll be lapped by the end of the stage. Is a better way to say it. They've just lost another second, actually. All right.
Chad Johnson, always the crew chief with Taylor Gray, even when they're running ARCA or doing something other than Truck Series racing. It's still Chad Johnson as the crew chief, and what are they?
It's like that leader. If you getting lapped by the end of stage 1, could be a death sentence based on just the short track. Taylor Gray's now pulled ahead of Ben Rhodes. Caden Honeycutt goes a lap down. Next would be Austin Wayne Self in 19th. I said that I think up to 15th could get lapped. Majeski has just been hauling ass. Austin Wayne Self is probably about 3/4 of a second away from getting lapped. All right. So, Aaron, how many trucks do you think are going to be on the lead lap by the end of stage 1?
Might be 15 or 16.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to revise. I think I'm going to go with the under on this one. So, we'll see. Well, the thing was, thank you everyone for who watched last week's video. Every NASCAR 1984 exploded relative to what I've done recently. Yeah, it's been a while since one of those videos started getting a lot of views. Like I peaked last August, at the end of August to the beginning of September. So I'm glad that 800 views in the week. Just thank you guys. 4 away from 700 subscribers. And if you're watching an Elmo, if you add more subs, I'm gonna kill you. I don't need fake accounts. All right. Anyway, yeah, you've hit it. You've hit the big time when you can start threatening Elmo. Or that, or you become a dick. You make the judge. Anyway, you make the call. Anyway, well, okay. One of the subscribers is named Elmo, so I just. Yeah. Yeah. I know your name's your former name was NASCAR YouTube, but I know. I have to remind that. Anyway, tomorrow it's also going to be a double-header series of videos this weekend. Today was every NASCAR win in 1985, Darrell Waltrip's final championship, where he won 3 races to Bill Elliott's 11. And came out through consistency. So tomorrow is every IndyCar win in 1985. Al Unser Sr. won the championship over his son Al Unser Jr. by a point. And that was when Al Unser Jr. was sponsored by Domino's back in the 80s. Anyway, we're back. Yeah. Austin Wayne Self got lapped. 18 cars on their lead lap. Next would be Tanner Gray. And Tanner Gray. Oh my god. And you can see in the rear right there how close the 66 is to 18th, 17th, 16th. 10 laps to go.
Wow.
Yeah.
It shows you he's really got a fast truck here.
2 trucks in front of them. Vince is his teammate, Ben Rhodes, who desperately needs to stay in front of him.
Yeah. Man, he's just going so fast. Looks like that 90 might have been a little loose going through that turn. Man, okay, Majeski he can just pass anywhere. He's going on the outside of Tanner Gray. Man, he's rocking. I mean, he was able to race along the outside, stay there, have a little more momentum coming off the top. No, Majeski's truck is scary good. He gets around Tanner Gray. 17 trucks on the lead lap with 8 laps to go. Ben Rhodes now in serious trouble. He's got to, if he gets lapped, he has to hope that Taylor Gray can hold him off, because otherwise Taylor Gray will get the free pass, and then Rhodes is going to get screwed. Nemechek passes Chandler Smith for the second position. Even though this whole time, Elaine Riggs is still up in the 6th position. While we're at this point, 2 trucks have gone 2 laps down. That's Mason Maggio and Nick Light, the 2 Reunion Brothers Racing trucks. Ben Rhodes goes a lap down. 7 laps to go. 16 trucks remain on the lead lap. Ooh, it's Ben Rhodes and Christian Eckes. Matt Kraft and Christian Eckes, 8th and 9th, which is also the numbers that are used on their trucks. Matt Crafton, he wants 8, just like his numbers. Actually, yeah, Tyler Ankrum just passed Lane Riggs for 6th. Alright. They're fighting hard. Yeah, both Christian Eckes and Matt Crafton are below the cut line right now. Oh, wait. Ben Rhodes got her back around Ty Majeski. So, we might stay at 17. Crafton passes Eckes. No way. The more trucks that are out of contention for Majeski, the better. Exactly. He does have a lead of more than 5 seconds. I mean, he could be extremely patient here with that kind of lead. If he cut Rhodes a little bit of a break. I think he's going to. I really do. It'd be different, I think, if the second place truck... Taylor Gray gets run on Matt Benedetto for 15.
Well, that'll be a big break for Tanner Gray, who's watching and hoping that you guys are right. If Majeski doesn't go up there and pass his teammate, Ben Rhodes, and that'll give the free pass to Tanner. That's nice. I didn't know you could do that. That was Majeski. I thought you said these guys raced hard every lap. Well, we'll see. Really, with the big lead that he has, as you can see Crafton trying to gain the spot.
Alrighty.
He was able to hold off Eckes.
Wow, actually, I didn't. Matt Crafton and Lane Riggs right by each other. 2 to go. Crafton making the pass on Lane Riggs for 7th. Check Wood right there. Chad Chastain goes a 2nd lap down. Final lap of stage 1. Ty Majeski, just a masterclass on the field. Looks like Majeski is giving mercy to Ben Rhodes.
Majeski continues to cruise. It looks like Rhodes is going to be
coming around 3 and 4. Green and checkered out. Majeski wins stage 1. Now to wait an eternity for the rest of the field to come around. 2nd goes to Nemechek. 3rd to Chandler Smith. 4th to 4th to Stuart Friesen. 5th to Enfinger. 6th to Tyler Ankrum. 7th to Matt Crafton. 8th to Lane Riggs. 9th to Christian Eckes. 10th to Corey Heim. And Taylor Gray made the pass on Hocevar for 14th. 15th or 14th. Alright. Now we go back to commercial. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And you think after this, how many weeks is it to Bristol for the Truck Series? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, no, their next race is Kansas. Watkins Glen, Daytona, Darlington, Kansas. 4 weeks to the next Truck Series race after today. What were they thinking with this schedule? What? It's such a long ass wait. You know?
That's why they need to expand the schedule to around 26 races.
Yeah. I don't know about that. I wish it wasn't so awkward. Like, better yet, I mean, it would be better if the series didn't have a playoff system at all. Then it wouldn't be so awkward.
Honestly, I still think it would be in favor of expanding the schedule just a little bit.
Oh, no. I mean, I like having the... I don't know. There used to be 25 races, which is fine, I guess. But, you know, I don't want it to become too cramped. I remember Randy LaJoy described it best like this. Because for this one back when I think he was interviewed after It might have been at the beginning of the 1999 season when he was with Phoenix Racing, or when he was substituting for Ricky Craven in the 50 car in 1998 for Hendrick. It's right, like, being a Busch Series driver is a 5-day job, while the Cup Series driver is a 7-a-day job. I've got 2 kids to look after. I'm much happier in the Busch Series. That was how he described it. Which, you know, I think it's a very fair way to look at it. Obviously, Truck Series is less, but still.
Young people having a good time.
No, the stupid-ass Liberty Mutual commercial. They're all stupid-ass. Except for the bad actor one.
I mean, this commercial in particular is the living definition of out of touch.
Exactly. Reminds me.
It embodies the term out of touch more than anything I've seen in a long time.
Except for politician.
That's a different story.
That reminds me, though, if we're talking about cars, I should mention that with yesterday's vote, the Inflation Reduction Act made its way through Congress. So a number of credits are available for people if they choose to make green energy choices. But I'm gonna see what it says about electric cars. Obviously, people say, "Oh, they're just as bad for the environment." No, they have 0 emissions. Anyway, but
the only problem is the thing they have to do to make the batteries.
Batteries, yeah.
That's the point they're trying to.
Yes, that is bad. Now, despite that, I am pretty sure. I mean, I could be wrong, but I believe it's that. Even so, the lifetime emissions show that it would still be cleaner overall than a regular car. You know, there's a new tax credit worth a maximum of $4,000, and I was able to find a used Chevrolet Leaf or Gold Leaf, or whatever the car is called, for about $13,000 on a car's website near me. So, I mean, $9,000 for an electric car, even if it's old, that sounds like a good deal. Well, you know, I'm not an economist, so what do I know? I could afford to buy that one, but.
Easier said than done.
Oh shit! What the hell did I do? Anyway, Chandler Smith wins the race off pit road. Majeski loses 2 spots. I mean, even like this is the simplest thing I saw. Like, holy shit! You see what happened to Majeski's crew, Jackman? He got smacked by the car. Oh man! Yeah. I mean, it didn't look that bad, but still, at least he didn't get run over. Lane Riggs loses 8 spots on pit road.
But yeah, Majeski lost 3 spots on pit, 2 spots on pit road.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't want to go too far into green, in case people get offended by that. But the simplest thing I found was electric stovetops. I didn't even realize these things they sold these types of things. But yeah, electric stovetops. So, as opposed to a gas stove, I believe the tax credit is $840, and I was able to find stuff online for $250. So if you could pay me to get. If they pay you to get an electric stove, well, I think that's another win in itself. Anyway, now, yeah, I mean, it's stuff like I'm trying to remember, like, you know, it's interesting stuff though when I was just looking at it. Even if you're willing to dismiss it, I mean, I just like look at what else. There's up to $8,000 for a heat pump. I'm trying to remember if that's the thing I'm thinking of. Yeah, it uses a refrigeration system to circulate warm air through the house. And I can see the first one that pops up sells for a little under $3,500. Yeah, transferring technology from the outside into using the refrigeration cycle. it also operates the same way by pumping heat out, if like in the summer.
Right.
Yeah, so it's like I'm not necessarily I don't want to be a politician. It's like I like to learn. No, I'm not saying the Discord server in the chat. I'm trying to be very careful. Also, it's not my server. This is my friend Aaron's server. That's just how I conduct this. Also, I should really say this. I only like to do it with the people I'm really comfortable with, because we have a flow when I do commentary. I think Aaron would agree on that.
Yeah. Yes, I will.
There are people like, I'm just gonna mention, for example, Owl. He's a sucky person. Like his takes are worse than
a know-it-all jackass.
Yeah, very well jackass. I mean, I had to enter him a few times. I couldn't get a word in because he kept reacting late. Well, obviously, you can say that about Aaron, but it's enough where I can react without getting interrupted by the reacts, if that makes sense. Also, Majeski's Jackman is fine. Also, plus, like, Otter, oh no, not Otter, Aaron, even when we're commentating, like, I get interrupted easily. I don't have this problem here. Alright.
Yeah.
We're showing the, stop again. Yeah. Give the Jackman a raise.
Ugh.
Yeah, you could give him the A-okay, though. No! Like, please, okay, please stop. I'm like, please stop asking. I know. To be fair, I have invited one person, which is Deke Fan, and he behaves himself, so, So, I don't know. Then he doesn't really talk a lot. Like, I'm very... I mean, I'll leave it up to Aaron if he wants to invite the person from my chat. He's in here a lot. Anyway, green flag. Majeski's going to be in third. Enfinger's thrown around on the outside. Enfinger won this race back in 2020. Who won Richmond last? Nemechek won last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holding off Kyle Busch for the win in that one.
Actually, in all of Nemechek's, when it was Kyle Busch's finishes were all 1-2-1-2-1 or 2-1-2-1-2, and all of his losses were to John Hunter Nemechek.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me check to see how many trucks are. Okay, 18 trucks are on the lead lap, and Tanner Gray is already a 20% of a lap behind.
Majeski trying to go back around Enfinger for third.
He's got it. He's about 0.8 of a second behind.
So just take his time, try to wait till the tires get a little heat on him, and then go after Nemechek and Chandler Smith.
Also, in regards to that news about the potential that Craftsman could be coming back as the title sponsor of the Truck Series next year, I think that just shows how strange of a cycle it's been with the title sponsor for this series.
Craftsman to Camping World to Gander to Camping World to Craftsman. Does that mean
just specifically from Craftsman to Camping World to Gander Outdoors, and then Gander RV and Outdoors, then back to Camping World and Craftsman.
Yeah. Is it like in 5 years is Marcos Lamanis going to regret his decision and come back?
Again, I'm not sure. We'll have to see on that.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, Camping World has a lot of other investments they plan to work on.
SRX.
Well, yeah, that's one of them. Still wondering about the potential if North Wilkesboro could be on the 2023 SRX schedule.
Mm-hmm.
I think that a lot of signs could be pointing to the fact that it probably could be.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, you have to remember they have a lot of that local racing going on right now at that track. And then they plan to tear up the current surface and then use the dirt on it in October. And then after that, they plan to go forward with a renovation starting next year.
Yeah.
And Rhodes told us during practice today he wasn't happy with the truck. They just couldn't find that comfort.
Benedetto in 10th, Taylor Gray 9th, Corey Heim up to 6th.
Yep. Just get that truck not looking this is great. 1.7 seconds behind.
Jeez, that just shows you how easy it is to drop the ball in moments like that.
Yeah. Was it corner? Must have been that. Was it that clean air that really helped at 66? Just come to life. Also, the 32 car is the font different on the 32?
Yeah, it is different.
It's like Gutierrez's. It reminds me of Gutierrez's. What is it? Rhett Jones racing car.
Yeah, but right now Brett Holmes is the first truck one lap down.
Oh my God!
In 19.
You can switch Deegan's pit crew, but you can't make it better. 30th. My God. She's terrible on short tracks. That's just the.
Honestly, I kind of had this thought. If Kyle Busch were to go to SHR next year, which thus would mean that KBM would become a Ford team, could that in some way inadvertently help DGR? That is depending on if Deegan would still be with the team next year. Because I don't really know what's going to happen with her next year. It's kind of up in the air.
Yeah. It would suck for the fans. It's going to be real. Alright. We're a third of the way through the stage. Oh, now we're gonna side by side now? Is NASCAR actually doing something smart? Or Fox, more like. Bang.
I'm Brian.
No.
Ready, Brian? Summer won't last forever, but you can go out and make.
I was certain that was gonna be a freaking Taco Bell event, a Taco Bell one. You know, those where they interrupt a great moment. I hate those. So, why are you bothering trolling us? Anyway, Taylor Gray is coming up to challenge for 8th.
Oh.
He's got a fire under his ass after what happened.
Yeah.
Lane Riggs passed Ben Rhodes. Or maybe that already happened. I'm just an idiot.
I'm also surprised, again, I also still find it strange that Christian Eckes has CMR Roofing as one of his sponsors.
It's not that's a Ford sponsor for RSS Racing.
Yeah, Ryan Sieg's primary sponsor.
I mean, you can say the same thing about Menards. Well, like Toyota in the 2 lower series and Ford in the top series.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah, that's a good point. Crafton trying to get by Eckes for 7th.
It's like, you know, as long as the team's good, who cares?
Yeah.
Monster Energy, Toyota. Oh, okay. Yeah, Toyota in a Cup in trucks, and Chevy last year, and at Ford in Xfinity. So, you know. Yeah. By the way, here's a moment of Ultimate 23 Dragon dumbassery. Unrelated to NASCAR, she thought Porsche was pronounced Porsche. Okay, anyway, putting that out of the way. We're back to the race.
Honestly, it's kind of depends on the pronunciation.
No, but it's a German brand. What makes it worse?
Well, yeah, I know that.
Yeah, it was like she was questioning how Heidi Klum pronounced it. Heidi Klum is German. It's like,
well, God, jeez.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I wouldn't. I don't. I mean, I realized I've questioned my own intelligence since I got to college. Well, I'm not going to question the frickin' German on how to pronounce the German word. Anyway, we're back to the race. Enough dwelling on dumbassery. Which is my own fault. Taylor Gray up is at 8th. The 17 and the 88 have passed the 98 of Christian Eckes.
Yeah. Besides, I don't even like talking about those terrible things.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Because of what happened in the past. But anyways.
Chandler Smith leading by almost 2 seconds over John-Hunter Nemechek. That's a 1-2 for KBM at the moment. There's Jake Garcia battling the 30 of Caden Honeycutt. That is for 21st. The Mason Madge in the 43 in last place is 3 laps down. Okay. 2 young guns. Yeah, Garcia in the 3rd car for McAnally Hilgeman. Caden Honeycutt for On Point. Damn, I didn't realize how young these guys. I didn't even consider how old they were. 17 and 19. Drivers younger than me kicking more ass than I probably ever will.
Outside the top 20, and you know, in the 19th position is Brett Holmes in the 32. He's the first truck to lap down, so they have him circled as the guy they need to go get in case the caution were to fly.
Rajah Caruth, that 7 truck, his 2nd truck series. He was 11th at Gateway.
Rajah Caruth currently in 23rd.
Yeah.
This is a short truck. We talk about people in Maggie. We ran that entire first stage without a caution. We haven't had any other cautions during the incidents. And this racetrack lends itself to that. 2 years ago in 2020, we had 3 green flag runs of over 50 laps. So you would think that we'd have cautions galore, but we don't see them here.
So let's look down the road a little bit into stage 3. We know those pit at the end of stage 2 and get tires. They'll still have a set for stage 3, a 110 lap stage. They can make it all the way on fuel, but they're going to want tires at some
James Smith and Eckes battling for 9th.
Or would they elect to just stay out and not pit if by chance they had these runs? I mean, you don't pit under green in this situation, would you?
I think you stay out. I mean, you would hope for a caution about halfway through that 3rd stage, but if you don't get it, then these guys are going to be those tires barely holding in.
Yes, and somebody, Vince, is liable to take a chance and say, I'm coming to pit road. We saw strategy win the Cup race in the spring. The Hamlin's team played some different strategy than Kevin Harvick, who was actually maybe the fastest car on the track that day. So they know these teams study what the other series do as well. The trucks are much different than the Cup cars, obviously, but the pavement is exactly the same, and the fall off, it seems, is about the same as well.
We saw a 2-second fall off from the fastest laps these guys ran early.
Wayne Perkins in 20th.
Yep.
What about this Tanner Gray? He's on the roll. Drove around that crowd. It looked like gap he put on him. 2nd fastest lap time last time around for the 17 truck. The only truck faster was Stuart Friesen just up ahead as our leader Chandler Smith is working through some lap traffic.
Yeah, Taylor Gray, just 17 years old, the brother of Tanner Gray, but Taylor just 17.
Who do you think is better, by the way, Tanner Gray or Taylor Gray? As a driver, not necessarily as a person.
Right now, I feel like I'm more lenient towards Taylor Gray, even though realistically, I don't really like either one of those drivers.
Yeah.
And Taylor Gray has already got, 3 wins this year in ARCA?
I stopped watching Orco, so I don't know. Let me check.
Well, again, I mean, I've still been keeping track. He won at Phoenix, and Oh, Phoenix. Let me check here.
Phoenix, Mid-Ohio, and Pocono.
Phoenix, Mid-Ohio, and Pocono.
Yeah.
This is for ninth. Eckes trying to hold on as his truck is seemed to be going the wrong direction.
Tanner Gray is about a second away from being lapped.
Smith gets the spot.
Most of the trucks are now 2 laps down, if you can believe it. Brett Holmes is one. Never mind. The scoring is all fucked up on my end. Tanner Gray just went a lap down.
To lead up front, but it is tight everywhere. Carson knows about underneath.
My dad.
Ah yes, Toyota sponsor fire.
Since Toyota gave fans the opportunity, I came up with the solution to all his problems.
Oh yeah, I can take care of this.
Maybe I should have read some reviews on Denny first.
What would you design? Enter for a chance to win. Sponsorfire.com.
I still think it's kind of funny. I can't.
Under control. Absorption? Absolutely.
Alright, anyway, who do you think's gonna win tomorrow?
Performance is part of every type.
I mean, granted, if anything, it might be Martin Truex Jr., but again, I'm not sure.
So I think that's what most of us are hoping for. We want to get him to win and just to get that elusive 16 driver winning field. Is this the most winners we've had in the playoff era before the playoffs started?
Probably.
Last year was 13.
I mean, if anything, with Daytona looming in just over 2 weeks, there might be a chance that we could have 17 different winners before the playoffs begin.
Which would almost certainly knock out Kurt Busch. Unless it's someone below him, like Burton or Buescher. No offense to Busch. He's like, only two drive. Only Truex is the only driver who can point himself in. It's like everyone else has to win.
Yeah,
even
pretty much.
If he won the next 3 races by some, could get it. If he could get himself in the top 30, he could even pull out the W. But one more race, it'll probably just be completely out of contention. Anyway, I'll stop with the Cody Ware slander there. You know what I'd really love when I think about it? When Project 91 comes, if they could take a charter from a team and then just run and then have foreign drivers in every single race. You know? That'd be so cool.
They would still have to confine that to being a part-time team, which probably, for now, would probably still mean being an unchartered entry.
Not if they got I wish they could get a charter and run it full time with a different international driver every week. That'd be awesome.
I mean, one of the drivers that, again, even though, not an F1 fan, but I would still be interested to see if Daniel Ricciardo were to try and make a start.
He doesn't like ovals, which kills me. His favorite driver is fucking Dale Earnhardt, and he doesn't like ovals. That's blasphemy.
Considering the fact that Earnhardt only had 1 road course win in his career, same as Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson Lynn did have one. Yeah, 1995 Sonoma was where Dale Earnhardt won his only road course victory after, on the last lap, Mark Martin slipped in some oil and allowed Earnhardt to get past. Anyway, Ben Rhodes is about 2 seconds away from getting lapped. Haley Deegan's right behind. She's the last car 1 lap down. Truck 1 lap down, excuse me. Deegan's made her way up to 23rd after starting 30th on the last restart. So, she has some speed, just not nearly enough. Though, the 18 is struggling to get past her, so...
But Jeske has been falling back a ways. I mean, he's still in 3rd, but it looks like Enfinger's about to get by him for 3rd.
Yeah, Enfinger is surging at the right time. I mean the season, not necessarily this race. He's gonna pull what Jimmy did and just win, just advance by winning every race. Back in 2016, that was basically how he advanced, the way I see it. Or at least from round 12 onward, it was win, win, win. I see. Taylor Gray. He's getting close to Corey Haim.
Yeah, he's definitely been showing some steady progression. Derek Krause in 12th.
Yeah. And it's fine. I would say we're halfway through the race. We have not had a single caution for incident. I might have just jinxed it, but compared to IRP's dirty tactics in the end of the race, it's nice to see. Anyway, Deegan was finally put a second lap down. Caden Honeycutt can put a second lap down. Well, you know what I'd really like though is to get Chase in here. It'd be like our trackside reporter.
Yeah, but honestly, I don't think we could hear anything he's saying.
He could shout. But then again, it'd be rude. Anyway. Yeah. Let's see, where's... So many cars just left down. Blaine Perkins is now 9 laps down. Maybe he might be out, actually. I'm gonna check Twitter.
Position obviously is a big factor as well, but I think it's more trying to keep up with the track, making the right adjustments at the right time.
There's Lane Riggs in the 62. He was running inside the top 10 during the first stage, and then they had a disastrous pit stop over 30 seconds.
Alright, Blaine Perkins is an issue in sitting on pit road. Something with the steering wheel. The crew looks under the hood to examine the wires.
These drivers right now racing for their lives because they know that our leader, Taylor Smith, is coming.
I love how Brock Beard calls it a last change instead of a lead change. Anyway, Ben Rhodes is right up ahead with 10 laps to go. Chandler Smith likely will not be as merciful as, you know, sorry, I don't mean to say is, I don't mean to say, you know, he will not be as merciful as Majeski was. Never say like or you know in conversation. It's just lazy talking. Chandler Smith is right there.
I'm guessing you're right. I'm guessing he would love to put Ben Rhodes down a lap. And he's going to do it too. Still got 10 laps in the stage. And watch just how much better
Could Chandler Smith try to be going for a 3rd win this year? Because he would then tie Zane Smith for the most wins this year.
Here comes Chandler Smith to the inside. Oh, let's see who's going to get into 3. Got that low road. You mean like Michael Waltrip's entire fucking career? Anyway, Chandler Smith laps Ben Rhodes, and Matt DiBenedetto is not that far ahead. So this might trap Ben Rhodes a lap down. 16 trucks remain on the lead lap. I'd say that probably up to 15th, up to 14th could be lapped. I think. Oh. Friesen thinks he's got a tire problem. Playoff implications, as Vince Welch would say, while trying not to crap himself. Every time I hear Vince Welch speak, every time I hear Vince Welch, it always just sounds like he's constipated. DiBenedetto goes a lap down. Now Ben Rhodes is not in free pass position.
Rhodes will not get the free pass and back on the lead lap.
So Rhodes and DiBenedetto both a lap down, as is Tanner Gray and Brett Horner. holes, and then you get into those that are 2 laps down, including drivers like Rajah Caruth, Joey Gase, Kaz Grala.
Next would be Lane Riggs in 15th, who is 24.24 seconds behind, and with 5 laps to go, he's probably going to catch him. And then up ahead of him is another playoff driver, Carson Hocevar. So also, Taylor Gray has passed Corey Heim. And like,
Oh, now in the top 5.
yeah. So, something like this goes unnoticed. It shows how good Taylor Gray is. Alright. Ooh, you can see the 62 wiggled going down the backstretch as the 810 is trying to go around. Alright, 14 trucks remain on the lead lap. Next up would be Carson Hocevar. Chandler Smith would have 3 laps to get it done, and frankly, I think he will get it done because he's roaring. I mean, I think he's going to get it done on the last lap. Keep in mind, this is something, a 70-lap stage. The next one is 110. With that amount of time, I think if there's no cautions, I think we're gonna see less than 10 trucks in the lead lap by the time this race is said and done. Oh man, 1.5 laps to go. About. Let's see if Hocevar can hold off that 18. Man, the 18 almost forcing way inside. Such a good truck. Hocevar gets lapped. 13 trucks in the lead lap as we head to the final lap of stage 2. Chandler Smith showing absolutely no mercy to anyone, leading his teammate by 4 seconds, cruising down the backstretch as he's making his way through turns 3 and 4. Only 13 trucks on the lead lap. Green and checkered waving. Chandler Smith wins stage 2. Nemechek second, then Enfinger, Majeski, Taylor Gray your top 5. Followed by Corey Heim, Stuart Friesen, Matt Crafton, Zane Smith, and Tyler Ankrum for your top 10. Well, I mean, my goodness. Only 13 trucks remain on the lead lap. Carson Hocevar will get the free pass. Utter domination by the field, on the field by the 18. And I'll be right back. I just need to get some water. I'm back. It's a me, Mario. Hello. I specialize in those impressions.
Oh my God! Yes!
What the fuck was that?
That was something I was just playing off of my computer.
Okay. I was at it. I love doing Mario character. How many laps left? 110. So looking for those 4 more subs to hit that good amount, but. Anyway, hi Money More. For say welcome to the stream. Alrighty. Very clean race, which I'm liking. You know, it's been so good. Right now, here's a rundown of the field while we're at it. In a minute. Top 5 is Chandler Smith, John Hunter Nemechek, Grant Enfinger, Ty Majeski, and Taylor Gray. 6th on back and 6th to 10th is Corey Heim, Stuart Friesen, Matt Crafton, Zane Smith, Tyler Ankrum. Rest of the lead on the lead lap is Christian Eckes 11th, Derek Kraus in 12th. 13th is Chase Purdy. Carson Hocevar will get the free pass to 14th. Then we go to the drivers one lap down. 15th, Lane Riggs. 16th, Ben Rhodes. 17th, Matt DiBenedetto. 18th, Tanner Gray. Then 2 laps down is Brett Holmes, Jake Garcia, Haley Deegan, Dean Thompson, Raja Karuth, Keaton Honeycutt, Colby Howard, Lawless Allen, Joey Gase, okay, actually it got messed up because people are pitting. So that Joey Gase is 27th if you're counting. Only one truck is I think out, which is Blaine Perkins. Alright, let me check the view stats so far. Got a great haul today. 149. We're 1 away from my view goal that I set. Still 4 away from that. 700 sub goal. Top 6, top 7, top 8, top 9 are the same. Eckes gained a spot on pit road. Now we get to wait a little longer.
Let's see if Majeski can try to rally back in the final stage, try and get back to the lead.
I'm not sure. Right now, he is in. Let's see him option. The leader. The thing has got to cycle back around. But actually, yeah, he's going to be in 4th. Looks like. So I'll just see if his car is that good. I'll be right back again. I need to grab a charger. By the way, I will say, yesterday I was at the Cradle of Aviation trying out some video games for the first time. I got to play on a Virtual Boy. I'll tell you, I did not experience a headache. It is slightly uncomfortable to try and stare at with the 3D effects going off. Plus, Mario Tennis plays terribly on the Virtual Boy. I bet you could have guessed that, but it's just like a little whack, you know? As the angry video game nerd would say, it's like the cherry on the shit sundae. How'd you like to play bad games and have a headache, too? Damn. Kimi Räikkönen creates a 35-second gap at 15 laps at Monaco. Wow. That's incredible. '05 was the year that Ferrari was off in the 2000s. Well, before they fell apart after 2008. Oh, some historical trucks. I see. Is that Mike Skinner in the 5? I saw an old 10 car that had the Bobby Hamilton font. I don't know what car that was. So when I see 10, nah, I don't. I think of a different truck, not Circle Bar. Saw an old 8, which looked like Willie T. Ribbs. Back when he raced for Bobby Hamilton in the Truck Series. No 1. Marked the first time that two African-American drivers raced against each other. Willie T. Ribbs and Bill Lester in a few of the same races in 2001.
Starts on the inside of row 2, along with Grant Enfinger.
Russell will lead away from his teammate on this restart. We have not had a caution other than the stage breaks.
Here we go. Gonna have about 100 laps to go. Chandler Smith, Nemechek, 1 and 2. Chandler Smith already clearing his teammate. Ooh, 3 wide through the turn.
There's going to be at least one green flag stop these guys are going to have to make before the end of the race. So what's going to happen on that?
Right. All right, the KBM trucks have already separated.
Majeski still on the inside of Enfinger as he tries. Oh, he's falling back. Akis.
Yep.
Now trying to go for 4th.
Yeah. Majeski holds on to that position right now. The top whatever are running single file. Oh, here comes Heim on the inside of Taylor Gray. The 2 youngsters in the best car, in the 2 trucks, in the best owner. Oh, man. Heim going right to that left quarter, rear quarter. Damn, ARCA driver is still driving dirty. Wow.
Ooh.
God damn. What was that about? You're gonna wreck him. Zane Smith coming around.
Oh, boy.
17 needs a good performance. They're behind in the owner's points now. So, considering they're beating, the 17 is beating 5 of the other trucks that are competing for owner's points. Anyway, the 38 got around the 17. Correction, the 17 is behind 4 of its opponents, not 5, because the 88 is not in the Owners' Championship.
How cool is it to see Enfinger with this kind of pace? We talked about how the regular season, and he said it himself in a couple of interviews. We just didn't have any speed.
We're already 5 laps into the, or 6 laps into this stint. Hocevar and Friesen are already 8 seconds behind. That's a third of a lap behind the leader. About they could very well be lapped with by lap 170.
Jeski's starting to look around Enfinger for 3rd.
He's looking, but I don't know if he's going to get there.
Oh, hey, he's close though.
He's close, but you know, all the speed gone.
Weird how that works. There's time to Jeski, what a dominant truck he had in stage 1. But
Hocevar and Friesen now 10 seconds. Oh, Friesen 10 seconds behind. Oh man, like some of the playoff trucks needed better runs. I gotta check my last. I don't know how this factors with stage points, but. All right, so Friesen entered this race 28 points over the cut line. Hocevar entered 7 over. Well, Ekis is doing well. Crafton's doing better. Oh man, 3 wide ahead of the 1, the 42, the 45, and the 99.
Excuse me, the flawless Allen there. Haley chasing these guys down. I really shouldn't even be
Like she is not on the same lap as those trucks. I see now 11 seconds behind the 42 and 52.
Those new tires couldn't hurt either. That'll make you feel like their truck is a lot better.
I think he's smart enough to know that whatever changes they made improved his truck. He's driving away from Friesen back there.
Ben Rose, the last truck running 1 lap down. It's shocking. You know, expect a little more. But probably just a bad truck. Friesen now about 13 seconds. Hocevar coming back to 12. So now Friesen on a whole lap, half a lap behind. There's the 1 giving no mercy to 52.
That is the key, though, and you might get a caution and then come in and get them, and then those that say, well,
88 laps to go in the race. Almost a third left. No, a little more than a third left. Seeing the 17, 30, 99, that's 7th through 5th all fighting.
We're in the 3rd and final stage, and it is Chandler Smith's party.
Wow, 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 wow.
Open up. The redesigned Chevy Silverado with a sophisticated high-tech interior. It's easy to forget it's a truck.
Thanks.
Nice truck. Find new style. Find new roads. Chevrolet.
Anyway, you know, because I've gone side by side now, Fox, let us enjoy the action. Great. Prepare for a Johnny meltdown, Aaron.
What?
Look at Johnny's. He's like, Hocevar better be 8th in points, or he's gonna lose it. Like, it's, you know, it's just it's a race. Yeah, I don't think I would not have had Hocevar as a championship favorite. I can understand being mad. I just hope he doesn't blow up. Or just, I don't like it. I don't need the drama.
Honestly, I know. Obviously, Hocevar is definitely going to have a good day at Kansas in September.
Yeah. Was that the last 1.5 mile they raced on? Charlotte. Was Charlotte the last 1.5 mile they raced on?
Let me check. Yes, it was.
Yeah, well, I remember I was there. Hocevar was hauling ass until he got fucked by the restart by Jesse Little, causing the caution. But no,
I don't even remember where he finished in the first Kansas race.
I forgot. Wait, they didn't. No, they did. I don't even remember who won. Who won Kansas?
Zane Smith. I did a reaction stream to that one.
Right.
But yeah, that was Zane Smith's last win this year.
Well, I just gotta remember this. Zane Smith won the regular season championship by a decent margin. He got disqualified one race, where he finished 2nd. I mean, that shows how good he has been.
That was the race at Vegas.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna see the gap. All right. Let's see. Stuart Friesen now 17 seconds behind. God, just so quick.
We'll fuck it up, but you do your deal, okay, buddy? Doing fine here. Easy in the world, baby.
That's a confident young man right there, and I love it. We had a good chance to sit down with him a couple of weeks ago at Fox Sports Studios, and you could just feel the confidence beaming off of Chandler Smith and out leading the race and telling him it's easy in and hard off. He's done exactly.
Let me check chat. It's been a bit.
He's using to lead this race.
We mentioned earlier he became a father.
Ooh, we hit. All right, thank you to whoever subscribed. We are at 697. Oh, thank you to whoever subscribed. It means a lot. 3 away from 700 and 303 from sweet monetization. Which is really the lifetime goal. Just so I can get monetization that way. You know, a view, making a quick buck. You know, just a bit of passive income. You know, that's all I really want for YouTube. I mean, I wish they still gave like Opal Creator Award just so I could like have something just for 1,000. But you know, I get it. They used to give a graphite award for 100. You know, just getting that nice it was like you could make your custom URL, which you know I have mine, so I was able to get that before it. So. Friesen 19 seconds behind with 74 laps to go. Hocevar now 16 and a half behind.
Only about 6.5 seconds ahead of our leader, Chandler Smith. It'd be disastrous for Stewart to go a lap down here.
See Deegan battling Jack Wood up for 21st position. That's where she finished. I don't know. I don't know what I was gonna say. That's where she might have finished at IRP. I just remember this IRP. Besides great race, Deegan went from 21st to 13th on the final restart because of the crash on the last lap. I think fucked up a lot of trucks, and she was able to squeeze by. Or it happened behind her, and she just managed to weave her way through the trucks, and by some fucking miracle. Taylor Gray passes Christian Eckes for 5th spot. Man. Only 2 drivers.
Also, something I just realized, there's been no scheduled Jack Wood moment in this race.
I mean, no one's crashed at all.
Well, yeah, that's surprising.
Not really. I mean, like, Richmond's not a place where there's a lot of crashes. I mean, I think
there can still be some pretty rough ones when they do happen.
That is true, but it just seems rare for this era. Like, I remember 2020 Cup race there were no cautions at all besides the stage cautions. It was pretty close to that in both 2021 races. You know, it's not a track. It's got Truck Series. The racing has been good, but it's just not been. It just doesn't have the crash. You know, and I'm fine with that personally. But all right, with 69 to go, the magic number that we all dream about, or at least some people do. Heron, how many trucks do you think will remain on the lead lap by the end of the race?
At most, maybe 10.
Really? At most, maybe 10. Okay. I'm gonna go with. I could see that actually, but I'm gonna go with 12. I'm gonna go with 11 actually, just because the gap between 13th and between 12th and 11th is 3 seconds about. So I'm not. And given how much time we have, though I don't. 10th, I think it could be is a very good possibility. But right now, it looks like the 18 is not been able to weave through lap traffic as well as he was last stage.
That's a clip I will enjoy.
The new Subway series. What's your
Joint pain was keeping me from the moments I treasure most, but not anymore. Blue Emu gave me this.
I'm Johnny Bench, and here with Blue Emu Maximum Pain Relief Cream. Yeah.
Blue Emu? It works fast and you won't stay.
Who is Johnny Bench? Is he baseball?
A fight for first.
Ooh, 18 trying to force some moves on the inside of the 0-2. Going 3 wide with Ben Rhodes. Going to put Ben Rhodes a second lap down, adding insult to injury right there. And last year's champion, sucking. Ben Rhodes, they're trying to figure out. I mean, what do you think of the race so far? By the way, Aaron, I've been enjoying it.
Honestly, I mean, it's been it's passable.
Yeah.
I really don't know what else to say.
Obviously, no crowd. I don't think it's been bad though.
I don't think it's been bad either. I mean, granted, I still think there's still going to be the possibility of another green flag stop.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, they said that their fuel window was around 100 laps, and that's pretty close to the finish.
Yeah.
So imagine they probably might be coming at around 20, 25 to go. Possibly.
They said 100 laps. They restarted on lap 161, that would be 151. That's 100. So they could go 100 laps. They could potentially go the entire race if they conserved a bit of fuel.
Yeah, that's going to be a bit of a tough call, though.
No cautions is not a good. No cautions is not a good race. Does not a bad race mate. I'm just gonna go.
Yeah. To be fair, a caution-free race can be good depending on what kind of race it is.
Talladega, that just makes it so intense. But you know, I still think a short track race can be good because I don't like it when it drags. Well, I'm just curious to see how many trucks get lapped. And it looks like, yeah, Osavar battling Lane Riggs, or no, just trying to get past him. Looks like Chandler Smith's forward momentum has kind of been stumped. Nemechek's now 1.4 behind, and he hasn't. And Friesen is still 20 seconds behind. Makes me think that Chandler Smith is stuck behind whatever truck he's trying to lap. 7th through 9th, Eckes, Heim, Crafton.
He's had a solid run tonight, though. He's been in the top 10 both stages, not running comfortably up in the top 10 right now at 9.
There's pretty 70 more races in the 17.
I think Priest probably has one more race in the 17 truck.
Okay. Jack Wood's been evading, he's been evading, Chandler Smith for a while. Chandler Smith is also stuck behind Caden Honeycutt. I say that, he's going to make the move on the inside.
And
good. That's a good passing right there. Looking, stretching back on now. We're Heim.
Chandler Nemechek is now within 1.1 seconds of Chandler Smith, and it's now within 1 second.
We could pull a victory here.
Jeski 3.5 seconds behind first.
Right. So say that again. I'm sorry.
Majeski is now 3.6 seconds behind the leader.
Well, I'm just gonna say this. I kind of said it before, but I think you're gonna see at least one team try to play this entire stage without pitting. If what you said is true and they can make it 100 laps. Look, it's the Hallmark Friesen trucks running by each other. They're not on the same lap, but still. Deegan's in 21st. Is the Knoxville Nationals championship tonight? The final race tonight? I don't have dirt vision ever. A little bit of contact between the 98 and the 88. Very light. Also, a story. I've mentioned this before, I'm pretty sure. I got to meet Matt Crafton at Charlotte during, like, you know, one of those things where, like, you can just, a driver's getting interviewed. I got to ask him who was the best driver he ever raced against, or the favorite driver racing against. The guy said, like, maybe it was, you know, Tom Bodine, you raced him. He said, like, no, he's an asshole to drive against. Anybody he said that ultimately, probably no surprise, he said Ron Hornaday was the one, because if you beat him, you know that you duked it out with the best and prevailed. So, Hornaday, man, is one of my favorite drivers of all time. I don't remember if you ever won at Richmond. Johnny Hostevar might not be doing great, but it's all forgivable because Ben Rhodes is 2 laps down.
His best finish this year has been 11th, but he's been solid all night long. Good job, Chase Purdy.
Chase Purdy and Carson Hostevar battling for 12th, and Hostevar makes the pass.
Now he is the first guy 1 lap down if the caution flag were to come out.
50 to go, the last 20% of the race.
He's able to keep some pretty good pace right now. Not in danger of going a lap down like he had been earlier. Brett Holmes trying to get by the 61 of 3. That's the 13th place truck right now. Brett Holmes is in the 15th spot again. The first truck 1 lap down, but his truck is coming alive right now.
First race for Holmes since Texas. Been a while since he's been in the truck. Less than 50 to go. Chandler Smith out front.
Now we wait again.
PNC has helped over 7 million kids develop their passion for learning through our Grow Up Great initiative.
All right.
And now
I'll try this a different question. What's your favorite race from the 80s? If you have one.
Yeah, that's a bit of an odd question for me to ask me.
I'm a big,
I don't know if I could think of one off the top of my head.
That's fair. I'm a very big racing history buff. Thinking of, what about finishes? What if I said finishes from the 80s?
Even then, I still couldn't think of one.
All right. I would say one of my favorites. If we're at Richmond, 1986. I believe it's Earnhardt and Waltrip.
Earnhardt and Darrell Waltrip. They both collide into turn 3, and they take out several other cars. And Kyle Petty drives around all of that, and he gets his first win.
The number 7 in the 7-Eleven car for the Wood brothers of all teams. Did you Wood brothers?
Again, I'm surprised that the Wood brothers had the number 7 on their entries.
Right. I think the year before, Kyle Petty switched from the 42 to the number 7 because of 7-Eleven coming on as sponsors. They also sponsored the Daytona Duels at the time from 1985 to 1987. And so I think Kyle Petty wanted to leave the team, leave his Petty Enterprises, chart his own path. And with the Wood brothers, and that's how they won that. So
yeah,
another good one I can remember from the 80s. I'm trying to remember, is 1981 at Talladega. Ron Bouchard seeking past Terry Labonte and Darrell Waltrip. Now, the way I've learned it was that the TVs were out when the race was on, so Ken Squire goes into radio commentary mode to call it, which is brilliant in itself. The other one off the top of my head, is 1989 at North Wilkesboro. Are you familiar with that one?
Is that the one where Dale Earnhardt and Jeff Bodine got spun? No, wait, no. It was Earnhardt and Ricky Rudd.
Yes.
And Jeff Bodine got around them, and he won that.
Yeah, great race. Oh, Chase Purdy's about to get lapped.
Oh, boy.
Chase Purdy's falling behind, and here comes the 18. He's going to make his way around, and now we only have 13 trucks on the lead lap.
John Hunter Nemechek now within striking distance. He's within under half a second behind Chandler.
Yeah. When was the last time
that
What was the last
Lane
time?
Riggs gets sideways?
God. Was that necessary?
But yeah,
man, that was not necessary. Oh, and Nemechek.
Oh, indeed, that point, Nemechek was right there with Chandler Smith,
and it didn't make the pass. Man. What was the
did not complete the pass on the outside, but yeah, that was a real close one.
When was the last time that KBM had two drivers that were this good?
I don't really know.
2016.
Christopher Bell and
2017 he was paired with Noah Gragson. I mean, he was good, but he didn't win. 2016 was William Byron. I mean, I thought those.
I think it had to be Christopher Bell and William Byron in 2016.
Byron cleaned house.
I mean, again, because you have to remember, after Gregson left the 18 truck, and then you had Harrison Burton and Harrison Burton and Christian Eckes, and they both didn't win anything. But then Chandler Smith managed to win, so
Same kind of case for the 4. It was Todd Gilliland for 2018 to 2019. He won at Martinsville.
Oh,
and then 2020 Lassard, and he won at Talladega. And then we got to Nemechek.
Yeah, Rafael Lassard, but that was in the 4 truck.
Yeah, I know, but still, I know that. I'm talking about the 4 truck specifically. And Hocevar is about to get lapped. His gap's 25.5 seconds. That's gonna be too close. Oh man, here he comes. Oh! Hocevar causes the caution and slams right into him. Oh my goodness! Hocevar, what are you doing? He spins out the 33, ends his day, and Hocevar might have damaged himself.
And Hocevar got into that.
What are you doing, man? Oh my. Wow. Well, so much for strategy. Everyone's gonna pit now. Is that what you wanted, Johnny? That's the last thing I wanted.
I'm not sure. I mean, did he do that on purpose? I don't know. I mean, it was pretty kind of close on that, but looking at that, it definitely looked like there might have been something intentional there, but at the same time, he wasn't able to get around him once he got turned into the wall.
I was really excited for a race that was going to go.
So I don't really know if that did him any favors.
No, it didn't. Well, let's look at this again.
Oh.
Okay, the 33 is real loose.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say about that. You didn't have a ton of damage. But since Hocevar was involved in that caution, he will not be getting the free pass. And it looks like that would go to... So no one will get the free pass because Hocevar was the first truck a lap down. Now, Nick Lights, he was running in 34th. Wow. So it's probably going to be 12 trucks in the lead lap. Who's that?
But
that didn't look great because
great. Well, Michael Walsh seems to think it was intentional. based on the radio. All right, the two leaders are pitting. And now, okay, here comes Enfinger, Taylor Gray, Corey Heim. I think Dean Thompson's in there. So it looks like we're going to see some split strategies. Some drivers probably think that they can make it. Ty Majeski, I noticed, has not pitted. Never mind, he has pitted. I guess we'll see. Chandler Smith wins the race off pit road. Nemechek second. Majeski, Enfinger, Taylor Gray, Heim, then who? Eckes, Crafton, Kraus, Ankrum. Noticeably, a driver that did not see the pit was Zane Smith. Never mind, he did pit 11th. Okay, Purdy will get the free pass then.
Yeah, let's see if Majeski can try to make some kind of move to see if he can try to rally back here on this short run.
Yep.
I mean, it definitely seemed like during the first stage that Majeski was going to have a good long-run truck, but then after that, it just seemed to go away.
Yeah,
but let's see if he can try to have a good short run.
Yeah, after he knocked into his Jackman, it just went sour.
Yeah. I mean, granted, at IRP, it was also looking like he was going to win that, but then his speed just started falling off, and even before things started going haywire near the end, Enfinger was already catching him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. You got to be able to have everything go exactly the way you need it to in order to win one of these things, and that's kind of how it was for Majeski then and pretty much tonight as well.
Yeah.
Kind of had this weird thought, but it's like, I kind of had this thought of wondering if Gain would be a primary sponsor for Noah Gragson next year when he's driving the 42.
Don't remind me of Gain in NASCAR. The Jeff Burton number 9 Gain is one of the ugliest cars I have ever seen in my life. You know what car I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That should be served as a lesson to all future car designers on what not to do when designing a paint scheme.
That and the throwback for Stenhouse and on Craven. That from last year.
Oh, yeah, that too. I mean, granted, Harrison Burton technically did the throwback to that Jeff Burton car in... Was it 2020, was it?
I still don't,
or 2021?
I don't remember. 2020, I think. It's still not a good looking. It still looks terrible.
Yeah.
Couldn't they have done the Trekkier car instead from the 90s?
Or
how about the Holiday Inn car? From when
Actually, I think Harrison Burton did the Holiday Inn car last year, except it was red instead of green.
Alright. Alright. I picked the wrong time to have to take a crap. I'll hold it.
So, but yeah, I definitely think that, what was I going to say? I definitely think Black Rifle Coffee is more likely going to be a primary sponsor for Gregson next year.
Absolutely. Actually, yeah, well, actually, I don't know. I think they said that they took on RPM, Petty GMS, excuse me, signed on Gregson unsponsored, which is interesting. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they might find something.
I think so, too. They signed on Chess. That's what Chess Day was signed on as well. Oh, okay.
And of course, there's also the potential if Junior Motorsports were to start a Cup team, albeit on a part-time schedule. Like, how would that throw things into the mix?
The charter is going to make it more complicated because the value jumped up from 14 million to 20 million. I don't even know how that happens. Oh man,
that's definitely very questionable. But, sorry.
Taylor Smith getting away. Okay, Nemechek gets back around. Oh, 3 wide through 3. 4. Man. It's looking so dicey, but...
Alright, come on, Nick. Come on, Ty.
Of course it was a fucking pit crew. Oh. Of course it was. That's why she's so far behind in her lap.
Honestly, the fact that she's been affected by her pit crew similar to Bubba Wallace just makes you wonder. It's like, should they have to just fire her entire pit crew and try to, like, get some new people in there?
I don't know. It's like they gave her the better crew chief with Jerry Baxter. So, I don't know.
Again, they should probably try taking the 2311 route and try finding their own people.
They swapped. Well, they swapped with Bell.
Oh, but that's what they said they were going to do starting next year. Is they want to start hiring their own people rather than outsourcing their crew members from JGR.
Yeah, they probably will. I mean, for now, it would just be a swap. I guess for next year, it's find their own. Alright.
Yeah.
Wait, Hocevar still on the lead lap? How is... Wow. Okay, scoring loops must have saved him there.
And it looks like he's trying to go for 10th.
Yeah. So he might have saved his day. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
My mother's calling me. Yes, Mom?
Hasn't been his night tonight. It's been almost the entire night outside the top 5 and some of it outside the top 10.
I would say overwhelming favorite, Vince, coming in the playoffs. A couple of great battles.
22 to go. 22 to go. I promise I might be up when this is over, considering that laps are like 25 seconds. Should be about 10 minutes, I think. Or so, a little more longer than 10 minutes. I didn't think I'd be able to get to either of these races, about tomorrow's race or today's race, because of the barbecue and me going to the cradle tomorrow. But you know, I feel like I might be able to squeeze them both in if I'm arriving and leaving at the right times. Yep, 1.5 seconds ahead of John Hunter Nemechek.
He just thinks he's better than everybody else. Tonight he's proven that he is.
Back to the battle between Hocevar and Ankrum.
Won't go away. Digging for that top 10 finish. He's got 2 top 5s here in the 2 times he's been to Richmond.
And coming off a season best 6th at IRP and...
Alright, not much going on right now. Who do you think's the better driver? Ned Jarrett or Bobby Isaac?
I'd go with Ned Jarrett.
Okay. I'm trying to remember how many wins he had. Was it 40?
I think Ned Jarrett had 50.
Or yeah, you're right. Yeah, tied with Junior Johnson. That's right. And he retired at 35. I think. Just because he had gotten everything. 34. The only driver to retire as NASCAR champion. Kind of. Yeah. as the reigning champion, not at the end of his. See,
And now Hocevar is now to 10th.
Yeah. I lost a slight bit.
Also, and Christian Eckes put the bumper to Derek Krause for 8th.
Yes, that can happen.
Zane Smith going to 11th.
Now we talked about just win, baby. That's great. You see his position, you want that 1 point as bad as you want to win. These guys are racing for their playoff lives. If your name isn't Grant Enfinger, anyway.
Well, that's the great thing about the sport, I think. You know, certainly one guy's going to win and everybody goes in hoping to win, but there are so many other little accomplishments along the way that are available to you if you can get them. And while Chandler Smith seems to be the class of the field at this stage of the race, there's still a lot on the line for all these other drivers, not just the playoff guys.
This is as fast as Carson Hocevar has been all night long. We heard him report at the end of stage 2 after 5 or 6 laps. He said, y'all hit it. You got our
Now Hocevar to 9th.
Yeah, unbelievable. Well, yeah, maybe that'll salvage Johnny's mood, but at the same time, what it costs.
See that yellow truck right side of your screen. Middle of 1 and 2, Matt Crafton, a solid night for Matt Crafton. Stage points in both stages, running in the top 10 here. Came in below the cut line. Knew he needed a good run here to try to get him in position when we go to Kansas for the finale of this round, and he's done that. There's Crafton, 3-time champ. Got a little bit of a gap that he's opened up over the 8th place running Eckes. You do remember where Matt Crafton's last win was?
Kansas.
No. Kansas.
2020. Race 2. Kansas. Before that, who won? And then who won before that? I don't remember. Nemeth? No, I don't remember where the last Kansas race was. 10 laps. Wee.
Chandler Smith with what seems like a comfortable advantage, almost 3 seconds. You never know what happens.
They're trying to roll their horsey up. Just wait.
10 to go.
10 seconds. What do you do if you're Chandler Smith?
You just pray for no caution.
Get in the front and then back it down for sure, because you're going to need those tires if there's a restart in these last 2 laps.
How many times have drivers had a
Friesen trying to make the best on Ankrum for 12.
like they had for sure the race in the bag. As you see, Friesen give a little nudge to Ankrum.
Remember that one point I was telling you about, Vince? That's how bad he wanted that spot. See if he can finish the deal here versus Ankrum. Gave him a little nudge. Ankrum's fighting back. You see Friesen give up some room on the high side.
And that's Ankrum now at 13th. And I got to tell you that even though that's respectable, that's going to be disappointing for them because they have run much better than that tonight. They have been a top 10.
7 laps to go.
If you look at the guys up there racing out, even outside the top 10, Derek Krause has had a strong run. Friesen that was up in the top 5 for much of this race. You mentioned Ankrum, Chase Purdy with a great run running in 14th. Just a solid field of
That's my Chad Chastain looking a little loose.
Nobody has had any sort of a mechanical problem of these front runners.
Chandler Smith won twice in the playoffs a year ago, including the season finale, but he wasn't in the championship for, so I guess he didn't win the championship. It was last year's Rookie of the Year. He is in the championship mix again and certainly looks to be one of the strongest as you see Zane Smith close up on Carson Hocevar for 9.
Zane Smith now behind Hocevar.
Just ahead. I think the elimination line is going to be even tighter than it was before.
It will be. It'll be 4 back from, I think, Eckes to Crafton. It'll be Eckes 4 behind Crafton.
Isn't that crazy that just one position can keep you out of running for that championship, and these drivers know it, and they're going to race accordingly. A few years ago, Ben Rose qualified for the playoffs on a tie, but he had a better finish than his competitor, and he got in the playoffs.
3 laps remaining. The battles continue for those much sought-after points. Watching Eckes, Hosemar, and Smith 8th, 9th, and 10th. The teams will get about a 3-week break, and then they'll get back at it at Kansas. And for some of these teams, that break will be welcome.
It gives you a chance to tune up your stuff, too. Remember last year, KBM finished first, second.
2 to go. And only a few more turns to go before that flag of security flies. Here comes Chandler Smith. White flag is out. 1 more lap around the 3/4 mile D-shaped oval. As he goes his way down the backstretch. 4 wins in his career. Looking to solidify a spot in the round of 8. Last year, he had to win at Bristol to get to the round of 8. This time, great amount of points and another win for extra security through 3 and 4. Chandler Smith wins the Worldwide Express 250 at Richmond Raceway. He locks into the round of 8. Nemechek 2nd, Majeski 3rd, Enfinger 4th, Corey Heim 5th, Taylor Gray 6th, Matt Crafton 7th, Christian Eckes 8th, Zane Smith 9th, Carsos 4th, 10th.
And now Chandler Smith is tied with Zane Smith for the most wins this year.
Must be a good time. Good drivers named Smith have had a good track record in NASCAR. Look, you ever heard of the driver Jack Smith?
No, who was he?
Okay, I believe he won 20 races. Let's see, 21 races from 1956 to 1962. With a best finish of 4th in 1962, driving for himself. He drove the number 47. It's the most successful driver with that number. His first win came in 1956 at, what track was it? At Martinsville, driving the number 502 for Carl Kiekhofer. Last in 1962 at Asheville-Weaverville Speedway. Looking at poles, his first ever pole. I mean, I like looking at poles because I like to look at tracks that might not exist anymore. Central City Speedway in 1952. His last pole was at the Jacksonville Fairgrounds in 1964. The race that was won by Wendell Scott. Anyway, Chandler Smith, your winner at Richmond Raceway. Yeah, so drivers named Smith have done pretty well for themselves.
Sammy Smith could be another one.
Exactly. And there was Mamba Smith.
Actually, his name is technically Dylan Smith.
Yeah, but his nickname is Mamba. Oh, I see him. Is he getting back in his truck? Oh, never mind. I was like hoping, like, can we please not do a front stretch interview? Too good to be true. Oh my God, he's got a child. What are we doing with our lives?
God is so good. Like you just said, I'm a daddy now. My wife, she had such an amazing labor and delivery. We have an amazing, beautiful baby boy at home. Honey, this is for you. Junior, this is for you as well. I can't wait to get home to you guys tonight. God is so good. I mean, the fact that the blessing just keeps stacking up. I have an incredible group behind me with KBM, incredible partners with Charge, Products, Safe Flight, everybody. It's just, I'm taking this in. I don't know what I've done to deserve it, but I'm going to soak it in and keep giving all glory to the Lord. You mentioned the incredible.
Glory to God in the highest, except for the truck team that sucks all the balls. I'll sing that till I die.
And with that, I think I'm gonna leave now.
So
I think I'm real tapped out.
Yeah, I gotta go help my mom clean up the family barbecue. Thank y'all so much for coming out. I'll try to make tomorrow's race the Federated Auto Parts 400 for the Cup Series. This is BowserJrXD signing off. We hit that view. I'm pretty sure we hit that view goal. I'm just gonna update it one more time. I don't think we definitely didn't hit the sub goal. I'm still at 697. But you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. 201 views. You guys are all awesome. Thank you all so much. I'll see you guys next time.